Kids and cadets, happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good weekend. Turd Festival, we have one or more turds to look at. That means it's going to be a festival that qualifies. So these two came in. Tree service guy had them a couple nights ago. Came in after dark. I was using my flashlight to look them over. So we got to dig deeper. Recently did a video on this TB200. It's a 2017 bad drive cable. I got another one out of my cable stash. I don't like the newer designs. The original ones had this nice wrap around to go around the handle and really secure it. They got cheap on the plastic and they make it half as big now. Cheap. So I got to put that on. So this Murray here, I've taken, and I think at least 3 of these, so this might be the third one. I'm not too fond of these. They just seem to be cheaply built. And they're made in China. The last one I got, the label was off. And I kind of remember from the one before that, it was a China built. And it is made in China. Yayu Zhangjing, China. By the Day Guard Machinery Company Limited. For Murray. So they have an issue back here with the rear ends. I just don't like this design. The deck is the standard Murray design, but all this here is a shit show. Harvey, the homeowner, rebolted that. That one's got the original. So E550 prime and pull to start, 140cc. Let's check this thing out. Like I said, I just think it's a cheaper built unit. This one here has good tread, so let's see why they crap can this thing. Okay, something's off right now because the trap door is not going down. See some damage here. Let's get this one squared away, and then we have another 550 snapper, 140cc, same engine on both. Let's look at this one here. Carbs are different. The snapper has an auto choke. This is a priming unit. Where do we go? We go to the oil, and it's kind of halfway down the hash marks. So there is oil in it. Not at the top, but it's better than nothing. Okay, that shows a little more closer to the top, so that's fine. There's something at the bottom, either gas, water, kerosene, diesel fuel. So we gotta check this thing out. Filter's not bad. So considering this had a bag on it and it looked kind of complete, I said 20 for this, and then this has no bail bars. There's only one cable, traction control cable. We got a front tire down in the plastic, wore out the tread completely. 2017, wow, these two are close in age, I think. Oh, this is newer, 2022. The Troy built in this one are the same, 2017. So this is a really new unit. Let's look at the underside. And then I got to put the handle back up, get that squared away. And I remember now why I don't like these is because you got to buy their blade. Okay, blade's really loose. They chopped a rock with this side. This side's still there. So this thing must have wobbled like a banshee. The other side's missing all that steel. This thing wobbled itself to death, I'm guessing. Loosened itself up. So that's another reason why I don't like these. You got to buy their blade. This adapter isn't a standard bow tie. Well, this came off easy. Maybe I could put a bow tie on there, but this distance here doesn't look like it would take one. Maybe it would. So for starting purposes, I'm going to put this all back on. Back there on the ID plate, they give you the model number for the blade because they know they have you in their sights. You go to buy their blade. I'll show you that later. So we'll tighten this down. Maybe that's why they ditched it. The vibration was just out of control. Hopefully they did not shear the keyway. So this is a turd show. But it's always a turd show on Sad Turd Day. What size is this? 5/8. I'm not going to go berserk because this is going to be coming off here in a minute. Okay, that's good enough to try starting it. Okay, so blade issue. Let me put the wheels at the highest deck position. Not a bad looking machine. So I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a while. My son's gonna visit and maybe we can grab my brother Handy Andy and have a cheesesteak festival today. Celebrate a good week. I had a good week. Some stuff has come in. Tuesday I sold four sales, a bike, 2 push mowers, and a rider. Then it kind of went dead, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, so the safety brake cable works. Pulling the unit backwards with the traction control bar engaged. The front wheels are dragging, so that means it's grabbing. Let me put the Why is it locked up? I don't want to break a pawl, but we're locked up. Too good to be true. What I can do is pull the plug, see if we're hydrolocked with gas or oil, turn it over and try spinning the blade. So this is going downhill rather quickly, unfortunately. I don't call it a turd festival for nothing. Gosh darn it. Engine made in USA with global components. Okay, plugs dry. The RC12YC, so it's the right plug. It's not a longer plug that may have been hitting the top of the piston. We're still dead. Let's flip it over. This may have to sit with some oil in the cylinder. Okay, I'm getting 360. But what would make it easier if I tie up the bail bar? So let me do that. Because I'm dragging the brake on the flywheel. Okay, that's tied up. Let's try it now. About the same. I mean, there was oil in it. Why would we have an issue with the piston? Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to buzz off the recoil and then the overhead valve cover. Maybe I can see something. Otherwise, we got a dragging piston for some unknown reason. I got my DeWalt. Let me get hooked up with an 8. Oh, it's this stupid plastic cover, which I hate. What is it? Push it backwards? Yeah, I think it's backwards. Okay, we're just gonna plow it. Put that down. Brakes off. Wow. I don't see the coils dragging on the flywheel. This has got internal damage. Gosh darn it. These things are hexing me. These China Murrays. Maybe I can get one out of the 3 running. Beautifully clean valve cover. Okay, push rods seem to be okay. That valve's moving. That one is too. You know what? We're just going to blast through this thing. What I'm going to do is take the carb off, take these 4 10mm off. Let's just drop the head here and see if we can see any gouges in the cylinder. Okay, need a 7 and an 8. I'll leave the exhaust on. That's not going to bother me. So let's go. Hody ho ho. You can see how fast these things come apart. They come apart really easily. I'm going to take the carb and the tank off as one unit. Zippy zap, happity hap, hoppity hop. That's off, that's off. Grab my O-ring and the keeper. Grab a 10. I'll break these things loose. And then use my impact. Okay, here's my 10. Do I want to use an extension? I think I do want to use an extension. Let me go behind you. You're probably in a shadow. Okay, start on this corner. Break the tension, go down to this corner. Break the tension up here, break the tension. Okay, there we go. Grab the DeWalt. We might not have time for the snapper. You guys have stuff to do. Okay, I gotta take that off so I can get under here. All right, what do we got? This thing was hardly used. Hardly any carbon buildup. Just mild buildup. I don't see an issue with the valves. They're moving and grooving. Something's going on. Trying to move it and it ain't. So we're going to try something. Take the push rods out. I'm going to try tilting this back, maybe squirt some oil in here. How did this thing overheat? Okay, bear with me. I don't want this rolling away from us. Okay, I'm going to squirt some oil. So I've got a big long Stanley screwdriver. I'm going to use that as a twisting bar. Actually, it's got my snap on here. Where can I go? Okay, twisting it. If you can see that. I'm using my screwdriver up here on the Castle cup. Just going inch by inch. Okay, is the piston moving? Yeah, it's moving. Okay, we're almost at TDC. Wow, really tight. There's TDC. Where's my blade? Blade is straight on. How's my marks? My marks on the flywheel correspond with the coil. I look at these two and we're right in between them. This hole is lined up at a 90. The slot, keyway slot, is at a 90. Blade straight on, and the piston's TDC, so there's nothing off there. We're just having a heck of a time moving the cylinder like it overheated. There's no debris buildup here. Did it stop flinging oil? So this USA-made engine took a crap without a lot of hours on it. I'll never get this thing to loosen up enough to try to start it. I'd need a 600 horsepower starter to shake this thing. So this one I call dead. I'm not gonna tear it apart and do a ring job. So son of a gun. So my other alternative would be to find another engine from a rusted out deck and put it on this nice silver deck. So there we are on that. How we doing for time? Okay, we'll keep it shaking. We'll go down here to the snapper. Make sure you're in the shade. We'll look at this thing. Geez, I hope the crap box isn't the one that saves me on this deal. That's not how it should work. The best one out of the deal, the prettiest one, should make me the moolah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pop the recoil in the snapper because I don't have a cable or the bar. Only 2 screws holding the recoil. Really dirty and dusty. Both pawls are working. Just check the recoil. Brake is on. Let me remove the spring back here so we can freewheel this thing and try starting it. I'll grab a pencil to jam in there so it doesn't ground itself out. I think a pair of bull nose will get that spring off. And it did. So let me jam this in here so it doesn't swing back and kill the coil when we're trying to mess with it. Yeah, that'll hold it enough. Okay, feels like it's got compression. How's the oil? Oops. Just at the bottom of the dipstick here. So maintenance-wise, this thing isn't looking too good. Dry on the tank. Nothing down there. At least it's not locked up. Okay, it's got a plug, an auto light. Okay, automatic choke works. There was no cover, but there is a dirty filter. 593260. So the only thing we can do with this is juice it. Okay, intake is full of sand. What we'll find when we do the carb clean is the secondary jet's going to be full of debris, most likely. So they ran the crap out of this thing enough to where it's down to the plastic. That one's bald. Got some ugly rust there. We already know it's a 2017. Okay, let's get busy. Nice tread back here. I got to go to my handle section and get a couple of handles. Okay, I got the 2+2. It's going to be a crime if the crap box is the better of the two. Yeah, it won't juice it just yet. Let me get the recoil back in shape. Always expect the unexpected here. Oh, we're going to be able to fit this down. I'm going to have to move the pencil. Oh, gosh darn it. How can we do this without interfering? Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on it. I'm going to steal one of the recoil screws from this other unit, since we're not putting that back together in the near future. And that's a stinker 2022 engine. Should have been able to take more abuse than it did. Why? Why, oh why? Lack of lubrication somehow. That's the only thing I can think of. It got hot to marry the rings. It was an unwanted marriage. For me, at least. I want a free flow. I don't want binding metal on metal. Okay, that's a goosing. Let's pull it. This is pulling over easy, kind of easy. Something's going on with this. Timing slightly off. I can just feel it in my pull. It's not an even bump, bump, bump. Something's going on and it sounds funky. Just checking for dirt gobbers. You know what? We're really gonna go to town. I'm just gonna see if I could see anything going on with timing. Pull the plug, line up everything. And see what it'll be. Just bear with me. We're really digging deep on this crap. Just trying to see my keyway. There's so much garbage in there. And why an auto light? Kind of oily. Okay. I'll use the pencil to get TDC. Just kind of look around. Okay, is the blade straight on? Did we even check the blade? Blade's gone. No wonder it was acting weird. Looks like a bow tie adapter with the washer. The blade's gone, so that would explain a lot. Let's keep looking. Okay, I'm at TDC, my coil, and the flywheel line up. My notch in the crankshaft is 90 degrees, and my hole in the flywheel is up here where it should be. So everything for the timing is there. The deal with that is the blade. So this was a failure. Tommy time failure. So we're at TDC. I should have a little bit of a gap here. And I have more than a gap. Valves are loose. I can just tell by wiggling the arm. I asked Bruce Beaver if he does valve adjustments as part of his standard rehab procedure. And he says if they run, then he just keeps going, doesn't mess with the valves. Which is fine. I just kind of like to check them out due to the fact that probably 1 in 100 Harvey the homeowners ever would dig deep enough to do a valve adjustment. They just add gas and maybe sometimes oil if they're in a good mood. Otherwise, they run these things into the ground. So I think a quick valve adjustment wouldn't hurt. Where in the heck am I? Set of feeler gauges. Organization isn't my... Oh, we got the big set. Okay, here we go. Let's just try to see how far these are off. I set these at, see, I think it calls for 4 to 6 thousandths. I do 5. I put it right down the middle. But let's see what these are at. Here's my 5. It's all wrinkly and bent. Oh, way loose. Intake and exhaust are way off. Let me just see if I can see what they are. We'll go down the line. We'll go to 13 thousandths. That's tight. We'll knock it down to 10. Is it double what it should be? Yep. 10 thousandths is still pretty close. So they got to be adjusted. Too loose, need to be tightened up here. So I need wheels. This thing's going to cost me a fortune. 2 new wheels. I'll do the bail bars, I hope, out of my own inventory. And a safety brake cable. Let me pull on the traction control. Oh, that's locked up too, so not getting any action out of that. So there we go. This was a Saturday turd festival, all in all, through and through. I think it's time for a cheesesteak. That's the only thing that's going to make me happy. I'm going to stay hydrated in the meantime. Take a nap after the cheesesteaks and then plow ahead on something else. I want you guys to have a good rest of the weekend. This this did not turn out good. Yeah, really tight. Something happened here. Really weird. Because I don't see any damage in the cylinder. It's just extremely tight. No big grooves. I showed you the head. Head had barely a marking of carbon on it. Nothing I couldn't scrape off with my fingernail if I had to. Okay. See you guys. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. Adios, mis amigos.